It's really fun to learn together with our kids. There's so much to learn and see in this huge world. Makes us feel like just real small specks on this planet Earth. So it was a real pleasure to learn with our kids and plan on learning a lot more in some of the other environments. Well, we're back from our virtual trip, and just while it's fresh, some things that I've realized is number one, kids are almost always living in this virtual reality. It's actually the adults that have troubles with going into this kind of fake trip. Number two is our real trips don't have our kids as a focus. They actually are like hitchhikers taking a ride along our trip. Versus this virtual trip was 100% based on what our kids would like, and they liked it better than some of our real trips, which is kind of a hit to how much time and money we spend on real trips. That's an eye opener. And three is the traditions we have in our family that make us who we are and what we do is not bad. It is unique to us, and it's what the kids remember, helps them anchor who they are and what to do or say in certain environments. And speaking about this first learning about this virtual reality the kids naturally do is I've realized when we're not in a virtual trip, when we're just at home or outside, our kids are actually nonstop fantasizing about being princesses, being a lizard, catching lizards, and they do that naturally even when we don't tell them to. So it's an eye-opener to me to know that their idea of reality is dramatically distorted from what an adult or a person without imagination are ruining their idea of reality. So that's something for me to be more considerate about when I discuss with them and shake them out of their dream world. The second learning about keeping the kids in mind, typically when I plan trips, personally, I plan trips for me. I like snorkeling, I like going to Southeast Asia, and the kids previously are scared of water. They don't like some of the things that we're doing, and I'm literally just dragging them along, and I'm thinking how terrible that is, and I've got to change my ways. So we've got to find some more family-friendly places to go, and I'm definitely going to be planning my next real trip as well as my next virtual trip much more for the family-centered, and it's an ego shock, but a reality check that I am quite selfish when I plan our family trips. And thirdly, I didn't actually realize how many traditions we have in our family, but when we went on this virtual trip, there are so many things we say, even what we wear, these family shirts, what we do in certain instances. And I was able to kind of remember and apply them all during this virtual trip. And that really helped the kids stay in the virtual trip, and it helped me stay in the virtual trip. I typically run in the mornings at home now in quarantine, but on trips, I don't run. I don't bring my running shoes. And so this morning I turned on an hour-long walk in the woods video, and I just walked in the woods in my living room, helping me stay in the virtual reality. So just, yeah, I guess recognizing some of the traditions we have and accepting them and think they're good. Most of the virtual stuff we just did on YouTube. I just selected a playlist, Sequoia National Park, and here I really just used it for some of the logistics, airplane check-in, and then after that, some of these videos are just, 5 minutes long, learning about the animals and the Sequoia National Park. Over 90% of the time, we're actually offline. So really just to help us get into the mode and get back checked in and back to Hong Kong. So it was a great time.